Education has always been a crucial part of our lives growing up, although it hasn't always been an equal playing field. Picture this: segregated schools based on race. A stark reality that hit hard with cases like Brown v. Board of Education. It wasn't just a legal tussle. It was a glaring sign that our education system was seriously flawed. Sounds crazy, right? Well, let's dive in deeper to better understand this case.
April 13, 1896 to May 18, 1896. Plessy v. Ferguson was the first major investigation into the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause. The case maintained state statutes requiring a racial segregation in public facilities as long as the facilities were of an equal quality. This decision authorized the establishment of racially segregated institutions, maintaining racial inequality until it was reversed by the Supreme Court in Brown v. Board of Education in 1954. A plaintiff named Oliver Brown filed a class action case against the Topeka, Kansas Board of Education in the early 1950s. He did this because Linda Brown, his daughter, was barred from attending any of Topeka's white elementary schools. Brown filed a lawsuit claiming that black children's schools were not equal to those of white children. Segregation, he said, violated the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause. The court concluded that segregating students of different races was unconstitutional, signaling the end of the segregation in United States schools. Brown v. the Board of Education also influenced the American Civil Rights Movement in the late 1950s and early 1960s.
After the Brown versus Board of Education decision, things didn't change immediately. Some schools, especially in the South, didn't follow the ruling and kept segregation. It led to protests and legal fights to make schools integrate. The Supreme Court faced mixed opinions. Some supported its decision, while others thought it was too involved and went against local ways. So right after the case, there was both resistance to change and a mix of views about the Supreme Court's role.
Well, the aftermath of the Brown v. Board of Education case did not transform the country overnight, and much work was still needed. However, the case's decision proved to be one of the most significant events that happened during the progress of history and society. The destruction of segregation in public schools nationwide provided a major opportunity for the civil rights movement, in turn, made possible advances in desegregating housing, public accommodations, and even opportunities for higher education available for blacks. This decision sprouted a chain of events that gradually led to the proper integration and created an opportunity for people of color to contribute to society. Some of the most notable people we know, such as Martin Luther King Jr., who was a leader in the American Civil Rights Movement, Rosa Parks, who sparked the Montgomery bus boycott and became an icon of resistance against racial segregation, John Lewis, known for his role in the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, organizing the March on Washington. Some of the most notable people from the modern era, such as Barack Obama, as the first African-American president, Nelson Mandela and his activism against apartheid in South Africa, and Kamala Harris, being the first female black vice president. Collectively, these leaders have left a lasting impact on their nations and the world, breaking barriers and advocating for positive change. Looking back at how far we've come since the Brown v. Board of Education case, it's a reminder that the journey for equality is a joint effort, reaching beyond racial lines to embrace the rights and dignity of every person. Making strides towards a more and just, inclusive society requires all of us, united in the commitment to uphold equality for everyone.